Okay, we are back and we are watching some more Italian league, and it is Verona versus Perugia today. Uh, Still, my site is messed up, so it's not zoomed or whatever. But you guys know the teams. I mean, Kita, Sani looks like he played more than Mojic this time. Ferreira, Souza, Micah Christensen running the offense. Uh, Gianelli running the offense for Perugia, Bentara on the right side, Semeniuk and Plotnitsky, and then it looks like Crosado. Not sure who he is, but looks like he must be the middle. I don't know. One quick thing, just focus on Souza because he was unbelievable in this match. 16 for 22, only one error. So yeah, if you're a right side, watch this game. All right, well let's get into it though. Let's see. Boom, boom. Okay, let's run it. Starting off, big serve from the five out of bounds. Bentara hits Mojic high there. Yeah. And one thing I've been trying to work on is not jumping to get my midline behind the ball too early. Because sometimes if you jump over and get in the line of that pass or line of that serve too quick, then you get jammed up. It's so much easier to make an adjustment outside your body. But it depends. Certain serves are super far from you, so you have to make a big move. Like it's just a thing that you kind of have to get used to. Souza right off the bat against a triple block, huge swing cross, and I mean Bentara's in the right spot, but it looks like he just wasn't really fully prepared for it. That's a crazy swing. Yeah, let's just see how he tracks that ball, opens up to it, and then just destroys it. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, and then he has a nice serve there. I'm surprised that he had such a great game and they still lost in three to Perugia. Like it's crazy, but stuff will happen. Nice little, nice little overlap, overload run, and he gets Micah Christensen to jump there. Let's see, missed swing maybe. It might be off the blocker. I'm not sure. Out of bounds. Okay, Semeniuk. Good pass by Mojic. Kita up there alone with Gianelli. And Gianelli's a huge blocker, and I mean, you see how he takes away a lot of that low stuff. Like, he's not going to hit a ball here, but he still has such range and obviously so much power. So it's tough to dig him even if you make the right read. Big serve, out of bounds. Wow. Floater hybrid, Kita. Bentara, and this is the transition that he does a lot. He makes that rounded transition. I mean, it helps that he's such an explosive guy from his like calves almost, where he doesn't have to load an incredible amount. Where he's springy, but it's nice. But it's that same deal where he's just not wasting momentum and slowing down, speeding up, slowing down, speeding up. It's one fluid motion. Good move by the middle. Sometimes you're just going to get tooled, though. No matter what, you could always get tooled. Spinner, good serve. Really nice pass by Semeniuk, though. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. Is like earlier, Mojic kind of jumped over super early. And I mean, this one's further off his body, of course. But Semeniuk is just calm with it. Just leans over, puts his platform there, passes it down. And like when your platform's out here on your body, you can make a lot of adjustments up and down wherever that ball is. But when it's on your body, you don't have many adjustments to make. Going out of system to Mojic. It's a nice swing. I hope he didn't get hurt this game. That would really stink. It's a really nice out of system swing though. Look at the explosiveness, waits and then explodes. Just rips it towards that cross. Really nice. Out of bounds. Okay, back to it. Gianelli with a really nice serve down that line. And let's just see that real quick. And you know, like this is something that you have to get really comfortable with is contacting it super high and then just a little bit of wrist motion, a little bit of contact difference where you're contacting the ball on the left side of it and then finding that and still having top spin on it too. Like you don't want to just fully have side spin or else the ball's not going to drop. Then you spin to floats it on Kita. I like the choice there. It's a good choice. I mean, it makes Kita make a pretty funky move. It's a decent pass, like not perfect pass though. And you get a decent block against Souza, but he just rips it towards the deep corner. You know, not much you can do there. Again, same thing. And of course, these balls are further off of his body, but he doesn't jump into it. You know, like one thing I notice when I'm watching club players or something like that is they jump behind the pass super early. You know, let it be outside your body. It's okay to be outside your body. Look at that dime, dot. That's a good pass. Bang. Yeah, they just run that such a quick tempo, but and I mean you see something that Bentara usually doesn't do, and especially he shouldn't do it when this ball gets pushed further back. But you see him round out his approach outside the court. You know, like watch him. And of course, I mean, I guess it's because he's coming around through there, but he's jumping from outside to in, and then he just leans and doesn't get at his peak there. Still gets a kill. It is what it is, but just a thing. And I mean, again, Mojic, again, same deal here. He jumps there, and if he just goes like this without moving his body, it might be a more simple pass for him. You know, if he just goes arms instead of body there too. And it's not a bad thing. If you're covering a lot of court, then you should be ready to move. But yeah, just right here. Let's see it one more time. It's a good serve. It's a tough serve. Like it's not like I'm making fun of him for not passing a free ball. Like that's not at all what it is. It's Plotnitsky's serve, which is one of the best serves in the world right now, I'd say. When it's on, at least. When he's serving. Out of bounds. Spinner, spin to float. Out of bounds. Yeah, not the best start for Verona. They're well for Mojic, I guess. But still, we'll find out. We'll find out when he gets subbed and whatnot. Spinner, spin to float from the middle. Go to the outside. Look at that swing by Semeniuk. And, he takes his approach from inside the court, which, I don't know. But then he just swings super high. That ball's probably going straight to the corner if he doesn't touch it. And he does touch it, so it gets a tool, Like, it's a smart swing. Like, he knows what angle he's taking. He knows that if he gets hit, it's going to be off the block there. And I like that block move by Semeniuk. He's very far over already, because he wants to give this guy space. And he's not helping on these guys anyways. And then he doesn't take a huge approach with his feet because he's trying to get his feet to the ball, to the right spot, Maybe he could press earlier. Not sure. Out of bounds. Spinner. And that's the only error from Souza there. Ooh, good run. Really like this run. Moses just gets dug. Yeah, stuff happens. Bentara, up. Ball is in. That's crazy. Stuff happens, man. Stuff happens. Bentara again. This one's slightly better, I guess. Yeah, and you see, like, he's starting to make the adjustment here. Because right here, he starts going over, and then he leans away again because he wants that platform to be outside of his body. He wants that angle, Good swing. Good find by Christensen. Good swing by the middle. Just to paddle it down and get on top of that ball, get your full hand on that ball, get control of it. Out of bounds. Semeniuk rolls it right to the libero. I don't know why. I'm not really sure why. Mojic just having a rough start here, not getting any kills, not passing phenomenal. A little bit of defense from him though. Let's see that. Yeah, no hesitation. He's just going. Gianelli could swing. That's a really nice swing. And again, like this is one of those scenarios where he's chasing the ball here. This guy takes a great swing, gets a free ball over the net. Gianelli's coming from here, so he knows exactly what he's doing from about here. Well, probably from either. Once he sees that ball there, he's going, okay, I'm going to try and swing this ball. Gets his approach there, bang, rips it. And he rips it to a corner too, because even if this middle is up, this guy can't block it because it's corner or corner. So like obviously if there's nobody up and you see nobody's up there, you can bounce the ball, okay? But if you want to be safe, just in case, then then you want to swing to the corners. It's a great pass by Mojic there. And this is one of the ones where if he's covering into the seam there, that's when he wants to move over more. But it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't even have to be as much. It's a phenomenal pass though. He gets himself right there. Everyone's different. Some people feel more comfortable with their platform outside their body. Some people don't. So, but it is something that you can work on and should work on. Big serve again. Out of bounds. See ya. Floater. Ooh, good serve. Yeah, I love that, the hybrid, because I feel like you can control that ball so well, like how he just kind of wraps the ball there, cuts it to this sideline there, just a bit, like it's a really nice serve. Does it again, sadly it tapes though. Good touch by Semeniuk. And one thing you want to notice too is look at Semeniuk. He's here, he sees the pass, he sees it's perfect. So he gets himself to the middle lane, let's call it, okay? Like this is base defense in the 6th spot. Kind of depends on where that middle's running. Because if the middle's here, you want to get in the lane where it would make sense for him to hit. If he's over here, you want to get over here because it would make sense for him to hit it there, And that partially depends on where the blockers are, where your team is going to be blocking, but so again, same thing for Kita here. Middle, I mean, it's kind of tough to realize that the middle's available here because Gianelli's drifting off so far. But same deal here. If he's here and this blocker's in front of him here, like more towards the middle, this is his attacking window here. Is deep in this court here where he goes. And if Kita sits over there, it's right in his lap and he can just pop it up. Yeah. Mojic just struggling to pass here. And I mean, it seems like he might just be tracking the ball wrong. Like you see he connects here and then the ball cuts over. That's Gianelli's serve. It looks like it's going over there and then cuts over, so it's tough. But still, yeah. Gianelli running it back. And there's Sonny. That's when Mojic gets subbed out. Yeah, after this one, Mojic is gone. I mean, you can barely tell because it's all a bunch of Slim Shadys over there. Souza, again. Gosh, he's so good. And he's just on the prowl there. He's on the prowl. He's just a predator. Bam. Just destroys it down the line. It looks like they're opening up the line a bit, but I don't know. Against him, there's really not much to do. He's just a beast. Again, same deal here. Like, if you can notice the middle route, as when you're in the 6th spot, if you can notice the middle coming in like this, just take one step that way, like, and then you're just sitting there. Hopefully, it goes in your lap. Sometimes it bounces too much. Sometimes something happens. It hits the block, whatever. But just saying, it's a good bet. It's a good bet. I mean, just finding the overload from there as well. It's just beautiful. And I don't even know. Maybe this isn't even his ball. It seems like it is, but Semeniuk up there takes a good angle, bounces it down. Yeah, love the amount of space that the libero's covering here. Very nice. And you see here he's meant to go over. He's meant to go over the top here. And then he decides, okay, it's too far over. I'm going to go behind instead, because if he's going here, it's just going to be too crowded. Bang. Ball's up. Got to swing Kita. Okay, good. Triple block. Little bit of movement on the triple block here. Kita jumps too far. Opens up a gap there. They don't close this. Not the best triple block there. Rips the hands. Bang, gets a kill. Let's see. Hybrid. Oh, missed it. That thing moved. And I love the amount of space that Plotnitsky's taking here. And you see both of these guys are kind of turned towards the set or turns towards the server. And then he's kind of covering here. Sminic can go here. If he gets a serve right there, I mean, sure, like that might be fair enough, but still it might be a hard serve to get him on. Love this pass. Quick platform into the angle. And then just a transition from inside the court. Thumb down. Beautiful play. One more time. Yeah, quick. And they can move so quick too. Like if you're jumping into the seam like that, you can just hop into it really quickly. Souza, big serve. Huge. And I mean, I can't even, that's a huge serve. It looks like Plotnitsky's there. But it's such a big serve that you don't want to hesitate. You don't want to think, oh, somebody else is going. And then he just takes a really high swing, challenges that third blocker, gets it on the side of his hand, gets a tool. Really nice. And it's a huge serve from Souza, but they weren't able to turn it into a point because the block wasn't clean enough. Gianelli, good dive into the cross. Gets up rather early, dives cross really early. Bang, gets a block. Really nice. And Perugia, I mean, I don't know if it's tactics or if it's just them playing hard and finding a way, like just finding some points. But that's the first set here. I mean, it doesn't help that Verona's not passing phenomenally. Like this kind of is a challenging one for him. And then just a great touch by Gianelli. Look at that. Really nice touch. And I mean, he jumps with the setter. Gianelli sees that. And when a setter's tight up to the net like this, most of the time they're going to be throwing it to the middle or something like that. Like they're going to have to be throwing it to the middle. So, great job. Great choice by Gianelli. Gets a great soft touch. Runs in transition. Bang. And that's the first set, man. That is the first set. Floater. Good pass. Souza again. Oh, yeah. And I get caught doing this too much, where I just reach a little bit because I think, I might be too far. And then it goes right underneath my arm. Instead of just pressing forward, straight forward, trusting it and trusting that your defense can play around you. Spin to float. Really nice. Really nice pass, too. Let's see that one more time. Yeah, it's a really nice pass. And he just keeps it in front of him really well here. And then just pops it right on top of Gianelli. Yeah. Right in the gap there. Just quickly into the gap. And you don't want to give them too much time to close that. Like you want to try and swing that. If you're going to go into those gaps in between the blockers, you want to try and do it quick, Again, and I mean, the same deal goes for, again, you see Plotnitsky. Boom, hopping over there. And then same deal goes for him as being in that middle lane or middle attacking lane, I guess you could say. Maybe just being in his sights. I don't know what you want to call it, but you get what I'm saying, I think. Gianelli, quick to Bentara. Really good move by the middle. Presses early and just to cover. Semeniuk. Bang. Really, really nice move by this guy. I mean, obviously it's not perfect. He doesn't close it super well at all, really. But he makes a move and gets a block. You know, like he hustles for a play, gets it. Good for him. 3-1 Verona starting up here. Semeniuk. Nice. And Perugia's serving very deep right now. You know, it's working out well for him. Challenging that seam. Oh, no, okay. Off the hands. Never mind, I was wrong. Okay, so it is just a high swing. High swing off the hands. Fair enough. Let's see. 3-3. Semeniuk going on a run now. Gets it on the middle. Runs it. Same deal. And you see how he's just got his palms up. He might be able to just scoop that a little better. Floater. Fine move. I don't know why Gianelli's jump setting this, but he might just be more comfortable finding windows when he jumps. I don't know. Bentara just quick through that block. I mean, I'm surprised that they're not having him try to go OT on more people, you know, but it works out, and it obviously works out. Kita, he's aggressive from 20 feet. He's aggressive from 1 foot. Like, I mean, dude's a beast. No matter what he's doing, he's just being athletic. That's his game, man. Yeah, and it looks like they've been kind of scrunching on both Kita and Souza's serve, where they're kind of closing the seams a little bit extra, and Souza just painting that corner there. He's just having a day. Yeah, and it's interesting too that he is showing this late. He is showing that he's jumping with the setter and trying to front the setter. He's showing that late. You know, that's interesting because he doesn't want to give it away so that Bentara goes. You know, like he doesn't want to give it away because then if Gianelli knows that he's jumping with him, then he can just set Bentara for a no block. You know. It's a risk that you got to take sometimes, though. Really nice swing. Lots of forward momentum. Rips through with his body and finishes his hand there to the corner. You know, finishes his hand to the corner, not out there. Bang. It's a kill. Well, maybe not. And then Plotnitsky might be getting hands there. Hard to tell, but it might be. Yeah, he got hands. That's crazy. I mean, same deal. Like this is kind of what I'm talking about here. Is he doesn't move with his body too much because if he did, then he would have gotten jammed. He would have gotten blown up. You know, so just a calm move where he's just like, okay, angle to the ball. Obviously, it's not the best pass, but it's a fine move. Like something might happen next time. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, that's the chess game. You know, that's the chess game. Where's the misconnection here? I don't know if the middle needs to be closer or if Gianelli needs to find this window better. Seems like he's got to find that window a little better. I don't know. Kind of tough. Out of system, Souza, and that's going to be a kill, of course. Sani missing his serve. Plotnitsky out of bounds. Middle. All right, let's see Gianelli. Yep. Yeah, good choice. Against a big blocker, too. Quick tempo. Throwing it down quick. You know, because Kita's going to be armpits at the net, you know, so there's a lot of space underneath him, you know. I mean, I doubt that any of us will really play too many players like Kita in our life, but still, same deal. Same deal applies. And again, this is what I'm talking about here, is when you see that 3 route, try to get here. Try to get here and just sit there, and then if it goes somewhere else, make a quick move before you have to settle in to be somewhere else. But Like if you're just right in this lane, it gives you a good chance of getting a dig. Semi and system pass here. Bentar, they're really pushing that tempo. Even from semi and system, they're just really pushing that tempo. Trying to get him quick up there, trying to challenge the blocker. And I don't mind it. I mean, it works for Bentara. I don't know why. I really couldn't tell you why it works so well for him. Maybe it's just the way he swings or, his decision making or whatever. But good blocking by Gianelli as long as, he's just got to push though. He's just got to press over the net. That's all it is. Spinner from Kita. Good pass. Oof, out of bounds. Missed that. Smeniak pops it over the net there. This is one of the few. He could have probably ripped this. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, it just goes too high. Yeah, and this is why, if you can, throw this ball somewhere instead, I think that it just gives you a better chance of scoring. Kita's not happy about it. Oof. Yeah, Kita's not happy about it. But, let's see this. I don't know what's happening. Whatever. Anyways. Whoa. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, and Semeniuk going on another run here. Blowing up Kita. Kita gets good pass. Again, this is what I'm talking about. A throw like this. When it's not in your hitting window. When you can't hit the ball because you might make an error on it. Throw it instead. If you can roll shot it or tip it, you can also throw it probably. So nice block. Yeah, and he's got to make a quick move, but he presses early and gets a nice block there. Really athletic move by that middle there. Platnitsky, what a pass. I want to see that one more time. And as he's opening up this hip, he finishes his platform to the setter still. He's getting himself there, moving that platform up, opening that hip. Bang. Good run. Yeah, that's nice. Hybrid, Kita. Let's see. Really nice swing. Again, Bentara, at quick tempo, and he's taking good swings with it. If he was trying to bounce every ball with that quick tempo, then it would probably defeat the point. But he's taking really nice swings, and that allows him to score pretty well off that fast tempo. Not sure what happened here. Count it. Off the tape. Gets skill. That's so stupid, but it works. And yeah, he's just got to finish this deep. Of course, he's trying to bounce that ball. I understand it. But, I don't know. Not too many people swing into the net on those, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Even here, kind of pushing the tempo a little bit. Just a great swing by Bentara. Again, no matter what, even if you're against a triple block, there's always somewhere to swing. You just have to be disciplined enough. Gianelli, spinner in the seam. They're really hitting those seams right now, really blowing people up. Perugia's serving is really getting them on their heels. Ooh. Oh, I saw this. This is a good. Platnitsky fully turned here. And then has to rotate like that. Takes a good swing still. It's not like it's 100% swing. It's just an aggressive swing. It's just him not being a baby and being athletic, Bang. Be athletic. My advice to anybody, be athletic. Souza. Oh, come on. Let's see. Out of system, Platnitsky. Again, just ripping it off the high hands again. And that opens up a lot of doors. If you're ripping off the high hands a lot of times, people might start pulling on you. You might be able to bounce a few balls. Defense might move certain ways. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Bang, Kita. Or not Kita, sorry, Souza. Going free ball over. Let's see. Is that Modric now? That's Modric again. Nice. Okay. So Keita's out. Keita got subbed out in this one. Maybe just because of passing. Great recycle. And again, like swinging high like this, swinging towards the hands, not only is there a chance that you get a tool, but you might just get a recycle. It's just a good swing. Yeah, that's really nice. Underneath. Yeah, throws it under. I like it. That's not a carry. That's not a carry at all. 20-16. Out of system here. Going Souza. Pressing the Souza button. Letting the guy eat. I mean, and obviously he's going berserk right now. But like you can't just set him every time. They're giving him a lot of solo blocks, honestly. Like they're giving him a lot of solo blocks. But yeah, you can't just set him every time or else it's going to get stale. They're going to start stopping him. Nice. Yeah, let's see here. Going right side again. Yep, I thought so. Again, same deal. Like this is a similar ball where it's slightly out of his window and he's not comfortable swinging at it. So this time he throws it down instead. Yeah, and you don't want to get called for carries. You want to be quick with everything that you do when you throw it, but still, same rule applies. It's a really nice swing down that line. And like this is a good block. I think this is a good takeaway by this Sani guy. I think it's a good block move. Funnels it to the libero. It's hard to expect that libero to have that because it truly is a great swing. But oh my gosh, look at how high he contacts this. But that is kind of what liberos are expected to do, Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Just contacts this super high, takes a really nice angle, ton of power. It's huge swing by Souza again. Floater. A little serving sub action. Floater. Gianelli. Gianelli out of system. This is something I'm surprised that more teams don't do. Is just set your big center out of system. Like scramble play. You got a back row right side. Set it to your setter. Let him take a swing. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me, brother. Oof. Fine connection. Just a great dive, great block by that middle. And if you think that this guy's gonna dive over, you really want to swing towards the 5, But it's a good swing. Let's see here. Okay. Good block move again by Sani. He's making good block moves. He's helping with the middle too. It's fine. They're just a little bit late. Tips it. I feel like he can get that up. Ball's up. Crosado. The guy replacing Lucer. Lucer got injured. I'm so sad about it. He's such a great player. Just a great swing by Plotnitsky again. And I mean, this is similar to the swing that Souza just had, where he just contacts it super high, takes it to a good angle. It's a point. And that is the end of the second set there. Good cover by the middle. Bang. On top of that. Right on the side of Keita's block there. Really nice. Yeah, that's tough. Again, pushing the tempo. Bentar is so quick to get up there. Quick arm swing too. Takes it into a great angle. Spinner. Good angle. That's a really nice serve. I mean, good for this libero to even keep this ball alive, if I'm being completely honest. That's a really nice serve. Sani out of system to Keita. Out of bounds. Bentara blows him up. Yeah, Perugia is just serving really, really well this game. Keita with a little recycle action. Wow. A rare sight to see. And Souza. And this is why you recycle, man. This is why you recycle. You go, okay, we're out of system, triple block. And also, they have to scramble quickly to get back to their base, find a way to get back, and then play from this position. Like this, it's completely resetting everything. It's recycling is such a key point that younger teams just don't buy into. Looks like it's out of bounds. I mean, Kita went OT towards the corner. That's barely missing. Again, same thing. It looks like he does cheat over a bit. It's only one step, which is fair. But then you just have to be balanced enough to jump at it when you see it. Because I do think that this is a diggable ball for Semeniuk if he's primed to go. And if you make that shift over into the passing lane, the middle's attacking lane, and then you notice, okay, maybe I'm not far enough, then just sit there, stay still, and be ready to jump in. Be ready to jump over into that lane, This kid's playing well. Sonny, what a beast. Off the hands, chipping it off the block there. Let's see if he can serve too. Nope. 7-4 in the third. Sheesh. Looks like he kind of loses his legs here. Yeah, he gets super low, and then it's too high on him. I don't know. Kita. Ooh, hello. He'll always find an angle. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Floater. This is a... That's a interesting serve. It's like a hybrid toss. He goes two hands, tosses it with spin. It's just like a float. I don't know. Weird. Who cares? Anyways. Yeah, crazy. Let's see. Bang. It's a really nice swing. Yeah, and he tries to dive over, which it's a good swing. It's either there or, let's see, over the top with Kita. Not a bad move by Bentara. If he was able to just touch it with his right hand there and shape that ball back into the court, that would have been really nice. Bang. Ball's up, Sani. Good dig. Let's see that dig real quick. Souza, huge serve. I mean, they're lucky it hit the tape. Sheesh, man. Really nice. Again, just sitting in that middle lane, the middle attacking lane, popping the ball up. Okay. And he's back, and now he's sitting there again. Big serve coming. Nope, out of bounds. Kita. Good pass. And I mean, if you're able to get it right there, right in the sweet spot, sure, but it's just a little bit risky, because it could just stay high. It's hard to tell when a ball is going to drop unless a server is really consistent with it. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Ball's a little bit outside the pin there. Yeah. Bentara gets blocked. Wow. Big block move. And, again, this guy's a little bit late. That's not a big deal. He's a little bit late. He's still on the way up. That's a good thing. He gets a block. There's so many block touches and blocks that you see when the guy's still on his way up. But there's so many tools that you see when the dude's on his way down because he's too early. It's so much better to be late. Obviously, it's best to be timing it perfectly, but you guys get me. Spinner. Decent pass. Decent enough pass. Throws it. Really nice. Again, another great choice. Just getting dirty up there. Too many people are afraid to get dirty and throw that ball. Yeah. And I mean, sometimes Kita is able to do something like that and get a crazy kill. What the heck is happening? Kita he's a goof. What the heck is he doing, man? He's a goofball. That's something that you can tell though. Like he has a love for the game, and that's probably why he's been improving so much in the past few years. And now he's like one of the greatest players in the world. Is he just loves the game? And he probably doesn't get sick of working. Great press by Bentara. And look at him just wait. He's waiting there. Goes. Press is really early too. Really nice. That's really nice. Spinner. Chops it. Kita. Yeah, they run it back. And I mean, I think this is the right choice. It just looks like it was a slight misconnection. Yeah. Is that over? What happened here? Someone get hit? Hmm. Kind of a disappointing play. I think that's really all it is. Oof, rough pass out of system. Launches it to Bentara. Hmm. Gosh, Bentara's an interesting cat. He's got a nice arm swing. Gotta love it. Really nice move. Again, that hybrid cuts just a little bit that way, so you gotta just know that on the angle. Bang, dimes it. Yep, cuts it down. Kita, or not Kita, sorry, Souza. Just using every tool in his bag right now to get a bunch of kills. Way out of system here. Yeah. Yeah, he might be over there. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, it's tough. You want to miss tight with him, but yeah, he just went over. Like, there's not really much to do there. You don't want to, I don't know, as Kita, you don't want to leave that. Like, you want to try to challenge it. Really nice toss. Gosh. Hitting that ball from so high. Out of bounds. Yeah. Let's see here. Bang, out of bounds. See ya. 19 to 14 in the third here. Another good pass. Souza just sneaking it in there. And that's multiple times now that whether it's Semeniuk or Plotnitsky kind of dives into the line there, tries to shape it here, and he scores in the seam. You know, I feel like he scores way more points in the seam of the block than he does on a high swing to the deep corner there. You know, like that's what he's guarding here. That's the angle that he's taken away is that angle to that deep corner. Like he would be blocking the ball that's landing right here, maybe even just in his lap. But then that ball is just undiggable. You know, that ball is just not able to be dug unless Semeniuk runs forward and risks getting knocked out. You know. Yeah, Christensen getting caught a few times here, getting caught biting a few times, and then bam. 15-20. Good pass over the net. Never mind. Sorry. Oh my gosh, is that the middle? So the middle serves. They keep him in. Okay, interesting. Yeah, and then he sets him though. Why did he set him? Why did he set him? Yeah, they were trying some stuff there, I think. I don't know. All right, good pass. Let's see that one more time. Again, just quick angle. He doesn't freak out. He doesn't jump into it or anything. He's super calm, makes the angle. Bang. Small adjustments and then good run. Nice. Just a crazy touch by the block and then again, just another touch by the block. Spin to float. Good run. Yeah. And I mean, Semeniuk's in the right spot there. I think he's just got to get low and scoop that ball. 21-17, putting a free ball over here for Verona. Yeah, run in the middle. Run in the middle. Nothing else is really working besides Souza. Ooh. That's good. I mean, yeah, and he rounds this out a little bit too much. You know, you see how far he is from where Gianelli is. You know, I mean, obviously, when you rewind it, he's a little bit. So the ball's here. He's approaching from here. Yeah, he's still just so far from it. And then that ball's on his left. He's leaning over. He's not going to be comfortable there, you know. So just miss yourself close to Gianelli there. Like you see how he kind of rounds it out, goes there, round it out shorter, miss there, and then just jump to the right if you have to. You know, so that's all. Ooh, big serve. Big serve gets an ace. Let's see. Nope. Can't repeat. Plotnitsky, miss serve. Floater from the middle. Interesting. He's got such an interesting serve. Another great angle by Semeniuk, just ripping it sharp there. Bang. Okay. Perfect pass. Over the top by Souza. Oh, wow. Okay, they get it over. Running it back. He gets one there. Yup. Pretty much everything's away from him right now. Just putting it away. And he's going to get another nice serve, too. Yeah. Yeah, and when it gets pushed this far over, like, you kind of have to move over as that middle. And he just jumps a little bit too far. Libero's sitting right there, though. All right, 24-21. Nice serve. 24-22. Kita, good serve. And it seems compared, like, when you see this pass move, it looks like they're just ready to just keep it here right in the middle of the court, not do too much with it, and then find a way to score off of that. Yeah, and he gets caught out here with Semeniuk. So the middle just takes it, runs his offense, and then he gets blocked. Oh, no, he gets a kill. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. It looks like he got a little bit lucky on the contact of Gianelli there. 23-24, missed serve by Kita. That's a rough way to end it, too. But it would have been a tough comeback. Thanks for watching.